reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from UBT Stadium as the Norris Titans travel to Lincoln and face off against the Lincoln Northwest Falcons at 7 p.m. Both teams looking for their first win of the season as Norris fell to Scott and Gretna, and Lincoln Northwest has lost to Ralston and Scotts Bluff so far this year. Kickoff between the Titans and the Falcons is scheduled for 7 p.m. on Friday, and you can hear all the action unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A commitment to volunteer service is one of the many things that makes Nebraska so special. Volunteers give their time, energy, and resources, and they ask for nothing in return. The Step Forward Awards ensures they're recognized for all they do. Those honored this year for the impact they've made in their communities are Gretchen Mack of Omaha, Kira Montiel of Papillion, Vern Hickok of Cairo, Mildred Moody of Gehring, Blue River Arts Council in Crete, Nebraska Land Bank in North Platte, Lincoln Industries in Lincoln, Cinderlyn Meredith of Seward, Deb Zobel of Ashland, Sally Harms of Wisner, Senator Diana Shimmick of Lincoln, and Rick Weimer of West Point. Serve Nebraska thanks all nominators, nominees, and sponsors for helping us celebrate volunteerism. To learn more about the Step Forward Awards and this year's honorees, visit serve.nebraska.gov. Sponsored by Serve Nebraska, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, I got a bunch. All alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley,
who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
was pretty good. God, that wasn't very good.
But it jammed.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. Terrell Farley is basking in this greatness of being a Hall of Famer. He's with his family. Hopefully I still got my shirt. But if not, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. Don't mind, Bach.
Yeah. Big weekend for our guy, Terrell.
Yeah, big weekend for him. We've got Nolan Masick, okay, a junior drag star will be in the building to talk a little bit about him being 13, how long he's driving. He goes fast. To be a 13-year-old, he's a fast driver.
Can he drive on the street yet? Or you get a learner's
No,
permit?
he cannot. No. That's why I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Because he can't drive on the street. He can't drive. I mean, he's only 13.
Yeah.
But he's been driving these drag cars for 4 or 5 years now.
Huh.
So to talk to him a little bit about his dad will be in the building, and we'll chat with I think who's going to be a phenom in that sport shortly because he's winning a lot.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So we got that to look forward to, and obviously counting down the days to the next game, Northern Iowa. Not necessarily the most daunting opponent for Nebraska. We've kind of talked about it throughout the week. Probably feel better about it if Nebraska has this game in hold by halftime. You get a lot of the backups in. It's kind of interesting the dance that they've been doing, Vershawn, as far as not showing a whole lot in UTEP, not blitzing, not kind of holding the running backs, that sort of thing. I expect kind of a similar thing, not showing a whole lot against Northern Iowa, right? Or do you practice some things?
I think you got to practice some things.
Yeah.
You got to put these wrinkles in for this game because when you need those wrinkles, if you haven't practiced them, you're not going to be good. I'm talking about in game time situations, not practices. So I don't think I think you can hold packages, but you've got to learn how to play at a high level. And look, Bob, we don't finish games very well.
Haven't, no.
Well, I mean, how many points have we scored? Bach, it will shock you. How many points have we scored in the second half of the games this season?
What is it, 7?
0.
None? They didn't
I thought
score
it was it 7?
I thought they got something against
Maybe
UTEP.
it was 7.
Yeah.
I don't think so. You sure?
I'll double look.
Well,
Obviously, they didn't score this.
While you check, and I can probably check on here too. But,
so they scored 10 in the second half against UTEP.
Okay, cool. So you got 10 points in the second half in 2 games.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. That means in 2 games it was a 10-10 tie. It's not going to get it done in the Big Ten. You are not going to be able to not score in the second half. And listen, I love the defense, but don't put the pressure on the defense like we've done before, right? By not scoring. So if you look at the second half of every game last year, same difference. We're not scoring points. So practice in the game what you need to give, because it's not Northern Illinois or Northern Iowa. It's not even Indiana. Could be. But it's when you get to Ohio State. Don't we got to go to USC?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that's going to be like going to play them out there? What game is that? After Ohio State?
Yeah. I'll double check. I think there's a few games in there, but yeah.
I'm just simply saying that I think it's a long season, and we really have to be careful thinking that we've arrived and we haven't played one Big Ten team. We haven't. Okay? We dominate some Big Ten games. Now I'm like, okay, I would like to progress into top 25. If we're 4-0, we deserve to be in the top 25. If we're 6-0, we deserve to be in the top 15. But if we're 6-0, 7-0 going into the Ohio State game, let's say we're 6 and Ohio State's 2, and they beat the brakes off of us. Where does that leave us?
Yeah, a little bit further back.
So I would like to just ease our way into this thing.
I would like to too, and I think that's probably the better route to go, especially for your own sanity, right? I don't think Nebraska this year should necessarily be on a expectation of getting to the playoff. But as soon as you hit the top 25, that kind of raises the bar to, okay, now you're right by the cutoff of the playoff. The playoff is 12 teams now. So if you're sitting at 23, 2 games in, we could talk about expectations and what it's going to look like against Ohio State and are they ahead of schedule? Should we be judging them? All that. The bottom line is you're within range of getting to the playoff. And in the Big Ten, now Nebraska's schedule might hold them back a little bit, but if you have 3 losses in the Big Ten, you're going to have an argument. If you have 2 losses in the Big Ten, you're probably in the playoff. So as we kind of look at Nebraska's schedule and the teams that we fear, teams that we don't, all that, I think that's kind of silly to do. I think we are getting ahead of ourselves, but that's what the playoff does now because any team in the top 25 should be thinking about the playoff.
I mean, 100%. 100%. And I think we've got a backdoor chance to make it. I could be wrong.
Sure do.
I mean, I could be wrong. Let me ask you this. Can a 2-loss, if you lose 2 games in conference, can you make it?
Yeah.
I think we got an opportunity.
Now, Nebraska, again, and that's what can help Nebraska, too, is if some of these other teams do well. We talked, again, kind of funny to me, Terrell especially on this, how they have a soft schedule. Okay, well, they go to Ohio State. They go to USC, who's now number 11 in the nation. That's kind of a tough schedule. But some of the other games, obviously, around it weren't as tough. We saw Iowa drop to Iowa State. They're going to have, that's part of the kind of their season. We'll see how they rise up. But, some of these teams, you kind of, and I am my guy that cheers for conference. The reason why I so much cheer for conference, too, is to build up your strength of schedule, because that's going to be the thing that's holding Nebraska back in these arguments is if they just lose to the 2 ranked teams they play and then beat all the unranked teams they play, that might not be enough either. So, as you watch Illinois, got to cheer for that. That could be a top 25 matchup next Friday. Rutgers, Indiana, these teams, started off the season well. Again, Wisconsin, Iowa, I know you don't want to cheer for them, but it'd be nicer if you have an earned victory over them. The other thing, though, is we get lost. And Nebraska's traditionally, as soon as we get in the top 25, let's go after Ohio State, let's go after USC, because that's what we feel. But remember who's been beating the heck out of this program for the last 8 years has been the Big Ten West. It's been Illinois, it's been Minnesota, it's been Purdue. These teams that we're just looking over and say, there's a win. That's why I'm still kind of hesitant. Now this team has it within them to do that and to clear it, but they're going to have to exercise some of their demons against the Big Ten West teams.
Well, yeah, and I think you get through this game. Now you get into the Big Ten play.
Yeah,
and you start to handle Big Ten teams the way you're supposed to. Now you can count yourself in that conversation because it's baby steps. We haven't proven that we can play an entire game. What we've proven is that we play well. We haven't played an entire game.
Do you think that could somewhat be, and Steve Taylor mentioned this the other day, and maybe kind of think of it, maybe somewhat of a blessing in disguise. If you rock Colorado 56-3, and you're just walking around Lincoln feeling like you've made it, maybe it's better that, Coach Rule can go in there and say, guys, we did not finish that game well. We didn't score in the second half. There's clearly a lot to work on still.
No, I don't know if I'll buy that. I think that when you have an opportunity to kick Colorado in the teeth, you do it because it feels good to do it. And that meant you got a lot of guys in. A lot of guys were doing some things very, very well. When you don't finish games, that's the last thing that you can go off of. You can't go off of what you did before in the first half. You got to go out, we won the game. Perfect. But now, can we play a complete game? Can we not get a field goal or punt blocked? I love the fact that we didn't have any turnovers, but to me, that was a turnover because you got it blocked. So you didn't go anywhere. You didn't gain anything. You lost. So I want us to play a complete game. Now, we can't worry about the refs, but we can worry about what we're doing, blocking and tackling. And I think blocking and tackling, you take care of that. You take care of Riola. You take care of we got a running back now. Offensively, we got 2. We don't have to worry about 4. I mean, I think they play, but you don't have to worry about it. We've got an offensive line now. We've got receivers now. Offense is set. Defense, to me, is set, right?
Yeah.
Special teams, shaky.
Yeah, pretty shaky.
Shaky. So you can't call yourself, to me, if I'm who votes on the top 25?
The Associated Press is one of them, or there's the coaches poll.
Perfect.
Obviously, these polls are more tradition and kind of fun for early in the season than rather rankings that are actually going to matter till the college football playoff rankings come out.
Well, remember I called you back and I told you that ESPN had their top 10 teams to go undefeated, right? They had 10 teams that they got, and they put the probability. So the top probability team to go undefeated was 15.8%. You know who that was?
All right, Georgia?
No.
Ohio State?
No. I didn't talk to you, did I?
Uh-uh.
No. Keep going. Keep going.
Alabama?
No.
Oregon?
No. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your top off.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, it can't be Boise State or...
Nope. It's a powerhouse.
It's a power team?
It's a powerhouse. Here, let me... they lost already.
Okay.
Does that help?
Florida State?
No.
Clemson?
No. Come on.
I don't know. I'm
super
running out of
upset.
guesses.
What's been the biggest upset of the season?
I thought the Florida State losses were pretty big.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
Yes, Notre Dame was ranked number 1 to go undefeated. You know another team that was in that top 10? Kansas. So do they really know what they're talking about?
No, all these percentages are silly. I've argued that for a long time.
Stop it. Let's stop with it. You got to play the game. You got to actually go out there and play this game in order to call yourself, you're here to know where your bar is. You got to play against people. When we play, if we play against Northern Illinois or Northern Iowa, and we do anything other than kick the you know what out of them, we're going to be questioning stuff. So we got to show up every week to dominate the team across from us, not to take it off, not to say, let's call the dogs off if we call them off, not to say the refs called the dogs off if they called them off, to say, let's finish a game. Do you know, I watched Warren Sapp is on a show on Wednesday, him and another coach are on the show on Wednesday, right? And I watched the show because I had to. And I chimed in because I had to. Do you know that they feel like that if they had played the second half of the game the first half of the game the way they played the second half, they would have beat us?
Yeah, that's what they were thinking about coming in. Deion was proud of the second half thing.
What?
You got to take something out of that game.
How about the 70-yard touchdown run? That was 60-some-yard touchdown run that was called back.
Well, it's called back. They did win 10-0 in the second half.
But they were talking about, they called it a lucky tip pass and whatever, Yeah. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So that's a part of football. When you got a hot potato, you can't. So if you're going to take that, if you're going to say, well, they got that touchdown, that shouldn't have been, because they basically said that we got 17 points off of fluke. What? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I mean,
we just beat you up. We just beat you into submission. We made Shedeur Sanders go in early. He went in early because he was licking his wounds, and he didn't want to walk and look Dylan Raiola in the face and shake his hand and say, you know what? Good job, young fella. Keep going. He outdueled him. He was supposed to look DR in the face. Straight up. I'm being straight up. He was supposed to look him in the face. Even if he went in there, he walked in there under his own free will, didn't he? Yeah. They didn't carry him in, did they?
No.
He wasn't wobbling like he was under concussion protocol, was he?
No.
And most of the times they do concussion protocols out on the field. Let's not play this game. The Scourge on their way back. Big time test this Saturday. Northern Iowa coming to town. Bunch of Huskers, big backs, misdirections. And they feel like they got a chance to beat Big Brother. I doubt that. But listen, we're Power.
Why?
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brent.
Excavating.
Fastest 2 hours in radio. Terrell Farley, where are you? We'll see you when you get back in town. The black shirt.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Oh, Kansas. Here we go. Make it happen today. You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history.
What a finish, boys.
Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 4 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn right.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 27th through the 29th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine and it will be breezy. We'll see an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies with an overnight low around 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy too with the high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Butler for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, where you at, Jason? Right here. Jason, you in the building? Make sure y'all talk to the mic. Pull him up some. Pull little Nolan up. It's so funny to even think for 1 second that little Nolan is going 80 miles an hour and we got to pull him up. His feet don't even touch the floor. So I'm just wondering how the heck does his feet touch the gas pedal? So the cars are they manufactured to fit him?
Yeah, and then you can adjust them as they grow, so the pedals are able to be moved.
Oh,
So
wow.
As he gets longer legs, then you can move them. You can adjust them in the seat. But yeah, they're all kind of custom fit to each kid.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I can introduce this next guest of mine, Nolan Masick, but I want him to introduce himself, first name, last name, and then tell me what school you go to and what you like doing for fun.
I'm Nolan Masick, and I go to Norris Middle School, and I like to drag race and fish for fun.
What? Let's talk fishing first. See, I know you thought we were gonna go drag racing. We are, but fishing. What do you like to catch?
I like bass.
Oh, you're a bass fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
Where you go? Talking to the mic.
All over the place usually.
You that good? Who's better fisherman, you or your dad?
Probably him.
Wow. At least you humble, right?
Yeah.
All right. So talk to me a little bit about Nolan. Talk to me about this dragster, being a drag car guy. How did in the heck did you get involved in this? And what age were you when you got involved?
So like one of my grandpa's friends had a daughter that wasn't gonna do it, so they just gave the car to me.
How old were you?
Like 11.
So you at that point you got the car and you say, okay, I can do this. Your
Mhm.
first race, do you remember your first race?
A little bit,
Not much.
not that much.
It was a blur.
Kind of.
Why?
We broke a couple things.
Oh, on the car.
Yeah.
Dad couldn't fix it.
Mhm.
He fixed it.
Yeah.
Did you win?
No,
Or you got bombed?
I got second
That, give me some, man. That's good. First race, you get second.
out of 2 people.
Oh, that. All right, Nolan. Now don't you start. I'm using that one. I got second. Yeah, out of 2 people.
You don't tell them how many.
You don't say how many. But that's good. Okay. Last race you had. Where was it?
Where was that one?
We were just in Eddyville.
Oh yeah, Eddyville for the team final.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Nothing. We just got beat.
Got beat?
Yeah, we had a rough weekend.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't talk to you since you left.
Yeah. The weekend before we did okay. Got down to 6 cars on Saturday and 4 on Sunday.
I think so. Yeah, it was like $150.
Yeah, last weekend we just kind of we got our butts kicked.
So, Dad, Jason, you were telling me a little bit about, and this is Jason. Jason's dad. You're a great dad because you inspired this young man to do some things that I didn't think young men could be doing at his age when you first told me he was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it for you that keeps you going, that drives you to help him be what he is today?
It's something I grew up around. I mean, I grew up around cars. My dad racing when I was a kid. He still races. So it's kind of
Dad still races?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's 60.
We should have had him on too.
Going to be
We
68.
got to bring him back.
We can. He's actually on his way to Kansas City right now to race this weekend.
Well, you should have told him to turn on 93.7 the ticket.
They're listening.
Yeah, you get the app or YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. He could have been listening to the grandson. This is the future.
Yep. Yeah. So it's cool for us to be able to see, just to keep the drag racing moving on, not just us and the family, but if you don't get kids involved, then the sport's going to die out. And just around it, I'm interested in it. Obviously, it's driven for me, and it's something that he fits into. You can be competitive. You don't have to be athletic. You don't have, you don't have. You can be anybody can turn themselves into a racer.
Whoa!
Yeah, you want to race?
Whoa! I'm a race car driver already. I've got some race cars.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out today's kids don't know how to drive a stick. What kind of car is that? Is it a stick or automatic?
So it's a automatic essentially. It's a centrifugal clutch. So it runs off a belt, just like a golf cart, four-wheeler.
Gotcha.
That type of situation. So for him, it's gas and brake. Hold the brake when it's time to go, smash the gas, and let's go.
I watched the videos,
Mhm.
right? There's one video and you hit a special button, clip. What was that button? You what was that?
Oh, the on switch.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
it was on already, wasn't it?
Yeah, so with kids, they don't let them drive it through the pits. They don't let them start it themselves. Like a parent or somebody else has to start the car. So I have a remote starter that I start the car with, and so we let him start it with the switch. He basically flips the power on.
Yeah.
Two ways. It's kind of safety. A, it's cool for them to start the car, right? And then B, he knows when the car's starting. So it's not me over there starting it. I'm cranking it. I give him the little thumbs up, and I crank it, and then he flips it. He knows to have the brake on. He knows that it's time to go. So we started that kind of last year just as a safety procedure. But like I said, it's kind of cool for him that it makes him feel like he gets to start it. But,
right.
Yeah. So they're very safe in how they put everything together. I mean, he is a full fire suit. We're talking gloves, shoes, head to toe suit. Has to wear obviously a helmet, wrist restraints to keep his hands.
Are
in
you
the
ever
car.
scared though? As a parent,
No.
So because you've been in it, it's nothing to you.
Yeah, and for him, he's had a four-wheeler since he was like 4. My grandpa, my dad bought one for him.
Right.
And so he'd only been 20, 25 miles an hour. Well, we get this car and we license them, and they make him go. They have to make 2 60-foot passes, then 2 like half track passes, then 2 full passes, and then they sign off that they're safe to drive. And he did a 60-foot pass, and he did a half track pass. And the manager looks at me. He's like, well, he's not scared of it, so let's just send him. So we sent him on the full pass, and it went 62 mile an hour and change. And he gets out, and we get to the other end, and he is grinning ear to ear, and he's like, Dad, that is the funnest thing I've ever done.
11 at that time?
Yeah, he's 11.
11 at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're a veteran. You think you can beat me in the deal?
Probably.
That's only because I weigh too much. I think I can beat you. I'm pretty good at driving. No, I doubt it. I'm not going that fast straight line, though. I'm not. I don't. So you talk technical part of this race.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because you were telling me how, especially in with them being young men or young people, there's a technical side of the race. It's not just about who can get to the line faster, me against him, and we're on the line and green light goes, he beats me, he wins.
Yes.
It's not about that.
Yeah.
Talk about the technical side.
Yep. So we do, it's called bracket racing. And so we essentially, it's kind of the easy way. There's 2 halves to it. The first half is your reaction time, and that is when you leave compared to when that light turns green. And that's completely on the driver. That is him hitting the gas when he's supposed to go. Then the other half is that we have to dial the car essentially. So we have to predict what the car is going to run in the 8th mile. And we have to run as close to that number without going faster. So that is more on the mechanical or the car side of it.
So that was on you.
What we think, or me.
You missed that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, let's blame Dad for last week. It's cool.
Yeah.
You didn't have the car dialed in, Jason.
Yeah.
How could you do that?
Last year, the race before he got his first win, I did screw that up and cost him the win, and he was mad. And then he turned around and went and won his first race of the next one. So, but yeah, so that's the 2 parts. So the reaction time of the starting line is a process, right?
Yeah.
Like you can give it, there's 7, 8 steps, whatever. You can teach anybody that, hey, this is how you do it. Here's who you want to be. You want to try to just do the same thing every time. Whatever your routine is, make it your routine day in, day out, every time you pull up. The top end, like if you're trying to, the driver can obviously influence how fast the car goes at the end. So if he beats the other kid on the starting line and he's got kind of a head start, essentially, he can get out of the gas a little bit to make sure that he doesn't go too fast on the other end, but still get there first. And that's something that as a driver, you just have to learn. Like I can show you what a car looks like next to your car, but I can't be the one sitting there at 80 miles an hour deciding if you're ahead, behind, what I should do, what I shouldn't do.
What?
So he kind of like naturally just kind of picked that part of it up. In fact, last year it was that where he got his first race. We had to slow the car down. A different sanctioning body at 12 wouldn't let him go that fast. So I put a bunch of weight in the car. We slowed it down a second, and we're still a little too fast for how fast he could legally go.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, when you get to like the mile-an-hour marker, so 30 feet from the finish line, you got to decide what to do. Like you got to let out, you got to figure it out. And it's like it clicked. And ever since then you've started seeing him kind of progress, that he gets out there and he knows that he's ahead, or if he's catching them. In fact, a win here in Humboldt, I think I sent you that picture.
Yeah.
He technically was behind the kid. The other kid had him on the starting line, and Nolan was going to lose. And so his only hope at that point at the end is to hit the brakes and hope the other kid went too fast.
Oh.
So he waited to the last second, like when he could, and it's called dumping him. And he dumped him, and the other kid went too fast, and so he won. So he didn't get to the finish line first, but he did his job better.
Right. So right now they're learning technicalities right now.
Yeah.
That's what they're basing this on. Nolan.
What?
At 80 miles an hour, you mean to tell me that you can see the other vehicle and where you need to be at?
A little bit, but it's kind of like a blur at the front.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know when to back off, when to dump it?
If I see them, if they're like right next to me, then I don't do anything. But if they're like far ahead of me or far behind me, then I do something.
Then you need to do something about it. Okay. So next race, what we got? We got to win this next race, right?
Yep. So
yeah. Where is it?
We are going to Kansas City. So
isn't that like a big money race again?
Yeah. Yep. So
big money race. He already knows about that.
Yeah.
Listen, wait a minute. I guess for 13-year-old, 2,500 is a big money race, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Shoot, for me, it is in Bach.
So we're going down to Flying H drag strip. It's just southeast of Kansas City. It's a brand new track they just built this year. We haven't been down there yet. So my dad's going down there this weekend to run. But they have a Midwest drag racing series. They're calling it the Summer Smackdown, I believe is what they're calling it. And it's a lot of cool vehicles. So there's a lot of fast stuff, pro mods. They'll go 200 plus mile an hour in the quarter. A jet powered semis, top dragster, top sportsman. A lot of fast stuff.
Wait. What day is this? What day is this? Now you got me in.
Yeah.
You said a jet what?
Jet powered semi.
Shut the front door.
They're dead. They got
you ever seen a jet powered semi on TV?
Oh yeah.
Not live.
No, we've seen jet dragsters in person, but not a semi.
How's that?
They mount like 3 jet turbines to the back of the thing, and it's like an airplane taking off. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's that run? Are they running the quarter mile or the mile?
Yeah, they'll probably run quarter mile, 250 mile an hour, maybe.
That's
probably somewhere
just
there.
They'll crazy.
They'll pop the turbines and bang and smoke, and they do all kinds of cool stuff. It's kind of a show.
Where's this at?
Flying H drag strip.
Make sure you send me the information because what time? Where is this Saturday and Sunday, or is it 2 days?
This one actually, I got to get somebody out of school, so we have 2 qualifying rounds on Thursday night, 2 more Friday morning. It's a pre-register. They're limiting the field to 50 kids.
Yeah.
And the top 16 got to qualify to make it in. So we think that we can be one of those top 16, and it's a 2,000 win race after that. So,
oh boy.
Yeah. So Thursday, Friday, and then potentially a little bit into Saturday.
Nolan, give me a best Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
I like that. Now listen, I'm gonna have y'all back one more segment because I'm not done. We got to talk a little Nebraska football. We got to talk a little Husker. Dad does service work and why me and him has come in contact with each other. You know what I mean? Because I'm a car guy. I love cars, and this is a service guy. So I love service because they fix the cars. Listen, fastest 2 hours in radio has begun. I got Nolan and Jason Masick, the Drag Star guys. The Drag Star guys. That's your manager, right?
What's that?
You're his manager?
Yeah.
You're the manager and crew chief. Crew chief. All right, Nolan, I want you to say, we'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket.
We'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket.
Wait.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Heartland International in Lincoln reminds us people today are facing more hardships than ever. It's becoming all too common to hear someone's become so desperate they've taken their own life. People almost always warn those close to them that desperation is near. Be a shoulder to lean on and insist that they seek professional help. This message from Dennis and Penny Nunn at Heartland International in Lincoln, marketing quality products since 1974. Visit heartlandinternational.com. We're stronger when we help one another.
Attention Nebraska, it's time to show off the best our state has to offer. Help Beatrice Bakery's famous fruitcake snag the title of coolest thing in Nebraska. Made with love and loaded with local flavor. This fruitcake isn't just a treat, it's a tradition. Cast your vote today and let's put Beatrice Bakery on the map. Vote now and make the fruitcake of Beatrice Bakery the coolest thing in Nebraska. Visit theticketfm.com and click the link to vote. That's theticketfm.com. Go and vote now. Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night from UBT Stadium as the Norris Titans travel to Lincoln and face off against the Lincoln Northwest Falcons at 7 p.m. Both teams looking for their first win of the season as Norris fell to Scott and Gretna, and Lincoln Northwest has lost to Ralston and Scotts Bluff so far this year. Kickoff between the Titans and the Falcons is scheduled for 7 p.m. on Friday, and you can hear all the action unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You'll let them in right now. They'll come back. Nolan running around getting snacks, food. He's fast, man. I looked up. I'm like, Nolan, what are you doing? Oh, dude, I'm doing me, man. I got bread now. I got my own money. I ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. I can go get coffee. I can go get cheesecake. You got to put your headphones on, Nolan. I can go get all the little goodies I like to get because I am a professional car driver. Hey, basically, right?
Yeah.
Listen, if you get paid to do something, you are a professional. So how's it feel to be a professional drag? What's the proper name?
Yeah, she's a professional drag racer. Yeah.
What does it feel to be a professional junior drag racer?
Good,
Why? What's so good about it?
because I'm a professional.
I know, but what's some of the perks of being a professional? Don't you good?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I get to have fun a lot of times.
You do?
Yeah.
What's fun about it?
I get to go fast.
Now let's talk about that. What's the fastest you've went in that car?
Like 82.
So what's the goal? So what's your goal with this? To do what?
To get like to be one of the top first people that drag race. Get paid a lot of money to drive someone else's car.
I love this kid. Right? Somebody else's car.
Mm-hmm.
So but this car is your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. But when you get older, the next progression is Tide comes and contacts you and say, hey, Nolan, we need you and the crew chief to come and drive our car. Let me ask you a question. Jason, you retiring at that moment? Would you retire at that moment? I mean, Tide comes in. How old does he have to be before they can really come in and make him a real, top paid professional?
It's kind of, I would say, probably somewhere in their mid 20s, early 20s. I mean, you see some pros now. A lot of the professional top fuel drag racers, pro stock guys, they grew up in juniors. Erica Enders drives a pro stock. She's a 4, 5, 6-time world champion. Grew up in junior dragsters. Like, so these kids are getting younger and younger that they're getting them. It's kind of crazy to think that you got 21-year-old kids doing 300 some mile an hour.
Is that the fastest one of those go?
Yeah, top field dragsters are probably 330 right in there, 330 and change.
You ready for that, Nolan?
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready for that. You think you can do
What?
it now? You think you can go 200 miles an hour right now?
Yeah.
You would do it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
But to go fast for him, 16, got to have your driver's license.
Yeah,
first.
driver's
But,
license.
yeah.
You don't go no 200 miles an hour, Nolan.
Then you can.
No, I'm just kidding. I know you. Hey, listen, I know you would though. I know you would.
Yeah.
I'm just simply saying it's just for me. I grew up with cars. I grew up sitting in my dad's lap, and he let me drive, at least steer.
Mhm.
And then by the time I was 13, your age, I was really driving illegally. But in Louisiana, in the country, I never know them to have license, but they drove anyway. You know what I mean? So we learned at an early age to drive cars. Nolan, what high school you want to go to?
I want to go to Standing Bear.
Where's that at? Standing Bear, Nebraska?
No,
Yeah.
it's like Southwest Lincoln, 70th Saltillo.
Oh,
That
okay.
new school over there. So,
Really?
Yeah, so either there or Norris. It's about the same drive for us. So
Is it?
he's got some buddies going to Standing Bear, so he's thinking about going up there. But we'll see.
Now, do you have your little brothers in this business too?
Yeah.
Okay, so who have you all went head to head before?
Like 2 times. That's it.
What happened?
I won.
Is he just because he's older and he's got better reaction time, or what?
Yeah, a little more experience probably plays into it. He actually, they drew each other 2 rounds in a row in Humboldt because a lot of the times the kids are trying to make it real random, so do a chip draw,
No,
they
not
do whatever.
Humboldt. I-29.
No, it's Humboldt. You both
Where-
got same one, but either way. So they draw each other, and so he beats him the first time. And he's like, "Well, it was Ryan's birthday." He's like, "Should I let him win?" I said, "I'm sorry, bud, we don't let anybody win."
Oh, damn! This dude was thinking about his little brother, man.
So I told him that you go race him, and if he beats you, then he beats you. But he's got to learn. He's got to beat
So I'm
everybody.
talking
right?
about that. It's nothing free.
So he whooped his butt twice, but
I ended up winning that race too.
yeah, and he won the race.
Now, probably now, what would have happened if you'd have let your little brother beat you? Probably wouldn't have won the race.
Yeah, probably would have won.
So you keep the pressure on your little brother because you know why?
Why?
Because as much as you beat your little brother, when he gets your age, he's gonna dominate everybody, and all you doing is making him better. That makes sense.
Okay.
That's why we talk about always, you don't want to avoid the good racer, right? Like match up with them and go beat them.
Period.
We showed up to Julesburg last year, and it was, he ends up with his first win this weekend, but first day is kind of a fun gambler race, whatever. And there's 4 lanes of cars, but nobody's in the second one. And we're way at the back, and he's like, just go up there. I don't care. So he ends up in the front row with all the local, like, fast kids, right? The kids that have been doing this a lot longer than he has, everything else. He goes out and knocks one out first round. I said, now everybody knows you're here, right? And then ends up winning it in third in the first race and wins the second race.
Oh, nice.
But, we talk about that, just going there and making yourself known that you're there and that you're going to be a problem. If somebody wants to win, they got to go through you, right?
Yeah.
Don't be scared of anybody.
Teaching them
But
that
he's got some people that he's raced that sometimes have his number, so then he gets up against him. He's, God, that kid kicked my butt last time. I'm like, well, now you got to do it.
Right.
Unfortunately, last one, it's been a couple girls.
Dang, really? Dad don't say that.
No,
You let some girls jump on you?
They have some good girl racers. They're
Really?
more and more all the time. Yeah, well, out of his team that he went with
I
last
was the
week,
only
there
one.
was 5 girls and 3 boys.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
So girls are starting to really get into
Oh
this.
yeah, and they're good. So
Yeah. So Jay, let me, we kind of go, we are mutually connected because you went to high school where?
I went to Malcolm.
And you played with who?
So my coaches were Matt Verzal and Ryan Twilliger.
Think about that for a second. Ryan Twilliger. Is Twig still in?
I'm pretty sure he's still principal out there.
Yeah. So Twig and who was the other one?
Matt Verzal.
Matt Verzinator.
Yep.
Dude, so you got that real Husker power indoctrination from them guys.
Oh yeah, it was. They came when I was right before I was a junior in high school, and it like flipped the program. I mean, it really did.
Really?
Yeah, just the way that they did things day to day, the requirements of what you had to be there on time, you had to show up to lift. Yeah, it's just structure what they knew. I mean, obviously, I think they were X's and O's good too, but you're still talking high school kids,
right?
So it's just about accountability. I'm not saying you won't play, but if you don't show up, you're not going to be good enough to play.
Correct.
So yeah, it was a good lesson. We did good.
Well, and then we're mutually connected too, because I work for who you work for. I work for who you work for now, back in Omaha. And I consider Steve Kurtz a friend of mine. I consider him an older brother. Of course, he played football, but Steve Kurtz gave me life lessons. Stuff that to this day I still live my life by. And I take my hat off to him every day. I don't know if you know that. I ain't getting all mushy right now, but Steve, hopefully you're listening. But if you are, Steve, I appreciate you more than you probably understand. And how did you get into the service department? Well, before we say that, if someone wanted to help out, because this costs money. This costs a lot of money to be able to get this car, go here, go there, travel, all of that stuff, right? But if someone wanted to help out, donate, and maybe give a little bit back to Nolan and you guys, how do they do that?
I probably leave you my contact info, reach out via email. So we do where I work, Husker Auto Group, and then General Motors, the fleet department kicks in a little bit of money that's helped each year. Actually just had a friend of ours that runs a marketing company here in town at the gym that is going to kick in a little bit too. So we're always looking for sponsors, anything. That's the hard part about here is we don't have a track in Lincoln. So everywhere we go is far away. We ended up racing at I-29 this year. They had some bracket races, which is just on the other side of the river from Plattsmouth, essentially. That's as close as it gets. I mean, we're 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. We were just in Eddyville, Iowa last weekend. That's 4 hours. We'll be going down to Nolan qualified for the World Finals in Montgomery, Alabama, then in October. So I mean, right there, it's $1,000 fuel bill to make the round trip. That doesn't count anything else. That's
right.
Not your food while you're there. It's not getting in the race like anything.
None of that.
So, yeah. So we travel. We spend some money doing it, but for something that he enjoys doing, it's worth every penny.
Give out your email address at least your email address if you want to donate to Nolan, because I know we're gonna try to do something. I'm trying to get us at the ticket.
Awesome.
To definitely do something, because I think it's a great cause. And Rebecca comes from that world. She does. She comes from that NASCAR.
Yeah.
She comes from that world, and she's a driver.
Yeah.
It's funny that you used to say women driver. She's a driver.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be good definitely for you guys to come back, meet her. But let's get your email address if you want to donate to them going and this young man becoming. Do we have any dragster champions around here? Is there like big names around here that
I don't know of anybody like from Nebraska or anything. I mean, we raced with, and my dad's raced for 30 years. So, a lot of guys that are good at it, but not really any pro drivers from around here.
Well, we need Nolan to put us on the map, Nolan. You ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, you good? What are you getting ready to do? You going back to school?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. At least I got you out for a couple hours, right? And you gotta eat some eat some cake and all this other stuff. You got anything to tell the people?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Come watch you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, come watch me.
So the race in Kansas City next weekend is on Flow Racing Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Which they do a lot of dirt track, circle track stuff, and then the World Finals in Alabama, October 24th through 27th, will be on Motor Mania, live streamed on YouTube.
So we have a one of the, what do you call that? A motor show.
Okay.
For drags, we've got a show. So you guys got to do their show as well, because I think that's all they do and that's all they talk about. But I wanted to bring you in because you're a friend of mine, and I've seen this kid grow in a couple of years that we've known each other, and I'm like, he's going what now?
Yeah, and here, dirt racing is big. In this area, there's dirt tracks all over the place, and nobody really knows much about drag racing because it's more spread out. It's a smaller crowd, but it's growing. We would like to keep it obviously growing and keep access. I mean, I'd love it if somebody built a track around here close to home.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, you didn't got Steve to maybe build a track or two.
There was a guy that tried up by Davie a couple years back, and
didn't work out.
The county didn't see eye to eye.
Oh, they said, yeah, no, you're done. You want to holler at your little brother or something?
I don't think he's watching.
Yeah, you can go back. Look,
yeah, we watch it.
Listen, you can go back and watch this show, man. You can go back and watch this. Look at this. Watch this. You don't believe it? You don't believe me, do you?
Oh,
See this right here? We get ready to go to break, right? But who is this right there on the show? Isn't that you?
Me.
Yeah.
Who?
No, not yet. That's not real
Oh,
time.
not
Real
yet.
time's up there.
What? So
Real time's up there. I love Nolan.
now you got to be a pro, though. You got to shout out to your helpers and
Yes.
your sponsors.
There you
right?
go.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Who helps?
Shout out to Husker Auto Group and I think that media company. I haven't heard of it.
Autonomous.
Autonomous.
Market. Yep.
Autonomous marketing. Who
Yep.
else?
And
Anybody else help you?
What?
Shout out to
Little
your
brother?
dad.
Oh, shout out to my dad and shout out to my little brother that'll never be me.
How about Papa and Uncle Rex?
Oh, Papa or my grandpa and my uncle.
Yep.
Anything else? Good?
Shout out to my mom. Yeah.
I was about to say now, hold the hey, listen, I wasn't going to give you that one. I was getting ready to think you were a little bit different because most people say, shout out to mom first. I know, fastest 2 hours in radio. Nolan, thank you. Jason, thank you. We'll have
Thanks
you
for having
guys
us.
back.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't get a chance to talk Nebraska football. You know a lot about Nebraska football.
Yeah.
You've been here, born and raised, Husker country, baby. 93.7 The Ticket. Give it up for these two guys. I'm just playing. You can't. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Attention Nebraska, it's time to show off the best our state has to offer. Help Beatrice Bakery's famous fruitcake snag the title of coolest thing in Nebraska. Made with love and loaded with local flavor, this fruitcake isn't just a treat, it's a tradition. Cast your vote today and let's put Beatrice Bakery on the map. Vote now and make the fruitcake of Beatrice Bakery the coolest thing in Nebraska. Visit theticketfm.com and click the link to vote. That's theticketfm.com. Go and vote now. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
With a wide variety of menu options, including the best prime and Wagyu steaks in Lincoln, if you haven't been to Tavern 180, you're missing out. Try any of their steak options paired with one of their well-known martinis, and this will soon become your favorite date night spot. Call your friends for a casual get-together where steak, shrimp, chicken, and tasty cocktails await your arrival. Tavern 180, located next door to Tanner's at 30th and Yankee Hill.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. I am the captain, and I'm with. We got rid. Who?
Bach.
Who?
Bach.
Who? You might want to turn your mic up a little bit, Bach, because you sound a little low, Bach. Top 10 best rivalries. This is by Yard Barker. I don't even know who Yard Barker is. You heard Yard Barker?
Oh, yeah. I used to use Yard Barker for a while.
Why'd you stop?
I don't know. They just kind of dropped off my what I usually go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Harvard. Let me stop. Top 10 best rivalries. They got the top 25, but I didn't want to do that. I want to go to top 10. Who do you think is 10?
Is that the Harvard one or is that number 25?
No, that was number 9.
Oh, okay.
Cal Stanford.
Okay.
Number 10.
A lot of history there.
Who do you think is after Harvard, Yale? This would be number 8.
Georgia, Florida.
No, Notre Dame, USC.
Okay.
Florida State, Miami after them, Mississippi, Mississippi State, Georgia, and now Florida State or Florida. Now we get into the top 4. Who do you think?
Well, Alabama, Auburn is usually I would put
That's 4.
Yeah. Is that 4?
That's
I
4.
would put that higher. Michigan, Ohio State's got to be 1.
They're 2. They're 2.
Oh,
You're
Army,
missing
Navy.
one.
Army, Navy.
Army, Navy's number 1. Yeah. You're missing one still. Big one, Red River.
Okay, yeah.
Oklahoma, Texas. Top 3. You buying all that? You got to.
Yeah. I mean, I it depends on how you want to look at it, right? Like I still think Michigan and Ohio State's number 1. Like Army, Navy, I get the historical significance of it. DP, I know, who has been to the venue and watched it. He says that's the best atmosphere he's ever been a part of. So I get it, but yeah, I'd change the rankings a little bit. But yeah, that makes some sense. Nebraska, I always feel like there's no chance Nebraska would have anybody on that list because the rivalries, Nebraska, Oklahoma at one time would have been there. But yeah, it's just always looking around and trying to search for rivals for Nebraska.
Open that door up for this young man. Let's get Philly cheesesteaks in the building. Come on in here, man. You can't come in and be waving and get up out of here. That's not how the captain works. Come on. Yeah, I know. You said hi, all right. And we snatched you up. That's how we do it at the captain's country up in this piece. We'll snap. Yeah, you can use that one. Okay, cool. All right. Come on in here. What do you think about that game?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, what? I mean,
Yeah. How long's it been? It's been what, 20 years?
At least.
Yeah, at least that we dominated a team. I mean, it was.
I agree with that.
And the defense, let's keep that up because my goodness, they had no clue what to do against us. They had no run play. They had no pass play, and we dominated the whole field.
It made everything. You guys probably made a lot of money that night because anytime Nebraska wins, the economy.
Yes.
The economy.
Yeah, so fantastic. But my goodness, what a stud all the boys were.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. And just seeing the 94 team.
Oh, yeah.
Emotional.
Yeah.
So emotional. That fourth quarter deal we do with the ACDC.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I heard a lot of comments from Buffalo fans online stating that every college stadium needs to do what we do.
Well, hopefully we patent it so we can make a little money off of it. Not give it up for free. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So let me ask you this question. What did you bring us today?
We brought you fillets.
Oh.
With some fries, seasoned fries. We brought you some homemade ranch to dip the fries in if you like that. Yeah. We actually, my kitchen supervisor, made you a thing of chili if you like things hot.
Yes, I want a little hot chili.
So we brought you a little chili to taste. We make all our soups, of course, homemade. So he just made that up today, and he brought you a little sample of this chili. So,
where can they get this food at? Because you open for lunch now, right?
Yeah, the link on 84th and Parkway.
Yeah, get there right now.
Yeah, it's 8500.
You can't. It's off of Highway 2.
Yeah, Highway 2.
Can't miss it.
Parkway, Highway 2, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's great. Like I said, we do everything homemade, and it's great food. It's we got steaks now. We got ribeye steaks now on the menu. So we make our own fajitas. So we got steak fajitas, chicken fajitas. We do.
Why y'all so far away? We gotta get you a little closer.
I hear you, bud.
Hey, there's times when we don't get food, and I'm like, I can Uber Eats. I can get a lot of stuff.
And unfortunately, everybody that comes in says, "Yeah, get closer downtown." I go, well, I hear you.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
there's a building open right there.
Yeah. Right across the street.
Across the street, cat a corner.
Yeah, exactly.
We just think you can build right there in this open spot.
Yeah, beautiful.
That would be awesome.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be fun right there. Yeah, you have to have a club in the back though, because VIP club on.
Dude, did you survive the game Saturday. You were with all your buddies, and I tell you what, yeah.
I couldn't work on Monday.
Yeah.
Because I had no voice.
Yeah. No, there's no way.
Yeah, I had no voice.
Yeah.
But to see the guys come back,
yes,
the love, the camaraderie after 30 years, right?
Yeah.
And when we were in that tunnel, you could feel the energy because before we went, the coaches went out, right? You know, they walked past us, they had to get, high five and coaches and stuff. Let's go, coach, let's go, coach. But we did the prayer.
Yeah.
In the tunnel.
Yeah.
And I telling you, they heard us in the locker room.
Yeah.
That's how loud we were.
Yeah.
So that it was
it's so
second
cool.
to none.
Yeah. And I heard from so many fans that were there they're so emotional
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
So emotional. And that's what we do. The fans are so great with the team. Don't matter how bad we do or how great we are, we're always the same. We're always cheering loud, and we get emotional for our football team and the players.
Absolutely.
It's so fantastic. And the guys I met Friday at the huddle, that was fantastic. Those guys are so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful guys.
Well, a lot of times, you don't know how cool these guys are until they come back because they ain't been back in 20 years.
Yeah. And they were saying 30 years, haven't seen your brother. I mean, that everybody's a family when you play football. That's your brothers. And you haven't seen each other for 20, 30 years. That's great. Yeah.
And we still have that level of love and camaraderie that we did 20, 30. We still tell stories with stuff that happened.
Yeah.
I won't get into that.
No.
Coach Osborne tells stories, but I won't get into that either. So
I love that Solich was there, right?
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So
well, Coach Steele for me.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Steele for me. I got a picture with Coach Steele and Solich.
Oh.
So for me, that was the top. I can't get no higher.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, it was fantastic. How the guys 94 team loved how the fourth quarter starts and everything.
Everybody loved it. I mean, like I said, you got to give a special shout out to our athletic director for that.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing.
You got to.
Yeah.
Because I've been around here for 30 years.
Yeah, I know.
And I think this was the one time, this was the most memorable time that we've been back for one of these reunions.
I know.
Because they really took, Troy took care of us.
That's fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Coach Rule, everybody, they all took care of us. And I think the guys felt like this was home again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the guys are talking about coming back again.
Good. Because, that's fantastic. Like I said, those gentlemen who I met, those players, which I known as, I'm a little way older than they are, but just watching them play in the 93, 94, and how great they are and how humble they are and the stories they have were fantastic. Your stories are always fantastic, so it's
Northern Iowa.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I don't want to say, but I think it's going to be a blowout.
Should be a track meet.
It should be. Might see the second string, second squad in third quarter again. Maybe.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I think we might.
But I think we need to.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
we have to.
Well,
we don't have to, but
when you're a dominant football team, you have to.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the way Osborne's done it. Vanny's done it. Solar's done it. I mean, everybody learned. And then I know Matt Rule's doing it because we showed that first game. So
60.
Yeah.
I'm looking for 60 points.
Okay, good.
Is that Bach? You with that 60?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
You think we can get? You think we put up 60?
I mean, I won't be too disappointed. 55 or so.
Like I said, what I saw last week, it's like 20, 30 years ago, and it's fantastic.
It sure felt like it.
I did.
Until the second half.
Well, yeah, and that's just being conservative and just.
That's what I was thinking.
We got the game in hand,
and the rest.
Let's not hurt anybody. Let's just do what we need to do. Run the clock down, and yeah, Marcus Satterfield called a fantastic game. It was beautiful.
I can't wait until we really dig into the Big Ten.
Yeah,
and when we get these big wins over these first two Big Ten teams, then we can start really talking about, okay.
You're exactly right.
Right? Okay. All right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be too premature in saying that we've arrived. We're close.
Yeah.
But when I say we arrived, that means we don't leave again.
Right. Yeah.
You don't leave the party after you get there.
Yeah. Just like Matt says all the time. He goes, people want, I hope we go get bowl games, win 6 games. He goes, no, I want to win every game. I'm not going to say win 6. I want to
bowl
win
game.
We want to win every game.
Every game.
So So that's their attitude they have, and it's fantastic. So thank you, gentlemen. Enjoy your food. Come to Link sometime. I'd love to see you guys.
We coming.
All right.
We need to put something together and have the fellas come to Links. We do an autograph session from there.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Bet that. I got them all. They're ready to go.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah, because they love Nebraska. They love you guys. You guys make it go for us. Make it easy.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you too for bringing us Phillies.
All right, you bet.
93.7, the ticket, fastest 2 hours in radio is almost over. We'll be right back.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine and it will be breezy. We'll see an afternoon high around 88. Tonight, clear skies with an overnight low around 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy too with the high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Hutch for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
At Anderson Auto Group, we know your time is valuable. That's why, as part of our Experience Better process, we're pairing you up with a guide. It's one person dedicated to helping you from start to finish, making the process faster and easier. No more waiting, frustration, or spending countless hours at the dealership. At Anderson Auto Group, we want to help you take your time back and get you in the perfect vehicle. Contact us to get paired with a guide today. Experience better at Anderson Auto Group.
Attention Nebraska, it's time to show off the best our state has to offer. Help Beatrice Bakery's famous fruitcake snag the title of coolest thing in Nebraska. Made with love and loaded with local flavor. This fruitcake isn't just a treat, it's a tradition. Cast your vote today and let's put Beatrice Bakery on the map. Vote now and make the fruitcake of Beatrice Bakery the coolest thing in Nebraska. Visit theticketfm.com and click the link to vote. That's theticketfm.com. Go and vote now.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Landmark Implement helps you put dirt in its place with increased accuracy and greater speed thanks to the John Deere Smart Grade. This fully integrated 3D grade control system boosts job site productivity and reduces labor costs with fewer passes and less wasted material, meaning more bids won and higher margins. No masts, no cables, just clear views of the job site. Visit your local Landmark Implement today and discover the profit-boosting power of the Smart Grade and experience the Landmark difference.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket. It's the Captain Show. Power. Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand. Excavating. All right, Bach. It's your time to shine. What is it?
All right.
Hold on a minute. Wait. Wait. Is that Mr. Magic over there?
That's Magic.
Is that the Magic Man over there in the building? All right, hold on a second. South Packer Dan. I hope Nolan and them are listening. We got to make sure we write this down. Nolan, I can get you in touch with Scott Palmer, NHRA Top Fuel. All right, I got to do this. Hold on a second. Come on. What's this, Madge? Oh, man. Appreciate you, man. Madge came in here, man. I got to call Jason right now. Madge came in here with a $50 spot for Nolan, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. I I got to do different stuff. I can't do it all. But I love to do things like, because nobody hears about that, right? I never heard about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I want to, give them an opportunity to let the people know that there's other things going on. There's young men that we can get behind and support as well. Yep. So we appreciate that, Madge. I'll make sure he gets it, Madge. I won't put it in my pocket or put it in my gas tank. I don't know, but we're gonna let you hear in a minute. We're live. We're live. No, you good. Magic brought in $50 for Nolan. South Packer Dan, I'm gonna make sure I write that down. And South Packer Dan, we can get you his number. Bill and Bennett says this. Nolan sounds like a future Hendricks driver. You think?
Yeah, he's got a good future ahead of him.
4951 says, like professional college athletes, get that dollars, no hate. Dave from Renew. Oh, it's too late, Dave. Jason has a face for radio. He said, get back to work, Jason. Jason ain't going back to work. The boss gave it to him off. Nolan is Ricky Bobby 2.0. Message from Justin W. 0628 says, you show up. Oh, that's old. Okay, go ahead, Bach. I just wanted to make sure I let you guys know as far as with Nolan. I got to drop this little inflection off with his dad from Mr. Magic. And I really appreciate that, guys. We got to get behind one another, help one another. It makes everything easier.
Just real quick, there's a few things going on in my head, at least, but also in Lincoln. Coach Rule was at the podium today. I think he's still at the podium right now, which they usually have a brief Thursday meeting. He said that Mark Macway, the August LSU transfer, has actually suffered a torn ACL, so he will miss the season and have his red shirt available. But what a wild story that's going to become.
What?
Yeah.
You just got here, son. You just got here. You had one job. Stay healthy. That's not good at all.
Not necessarily, but at least there's plenty of depth at the tight end position. It's a guy that you didn't necessarily expect to have on your team a few weeks ago. So yeah,
he's a walk-on too.
He's a big-time recruit to LSU a couple of years ago.
He's a walk-on,
but we'll see. He also mentioned that Jalen Gramstead, the NAIA quarterback transfer, probably has a future in coaching at one point. So he's been happy to work with him on the scout team. So those are a few of the thoughts. Thanks to Mitch Sherman for tweeting those out. And I'll let you know if anything else that kind of passes along here from the Matt Rule press conference. But what I usually like to do in the week of is look at some of the famous alumni, see who is going to be cheering against Nebraska this week. And of course, Northern Iowa has a few guys, so we'll see if you can run down some of these names. How about a Super Bowl winning quarterback from Northern Iowa?
You got to give me hints now. You got to at least give me initials first.
How about his Super Bowl winning quarterback? His son played at Nebraska.
McCaffrey.
No.
Oh, what am I talking about, McCaffrey?
There was a movie made of him recently.
What?
Yeah.
His son played at Nebraska. Movie made of him.
Bagged some groceries at Hy-Vee in his past.
No, I don't know.
Kurt Warner. Went to Northern Iowa. He was actually buried on their depth chart. He wasn't the starter until his senior year. So if you can imagine, they probably wasted a few years with potential to have Kurt Warner there. Or maybe he just came along.
No. Kurt Warner, I played with Kurt Warner at the Iowa Barnstormers. That's where Kurt Warner got his little claim to fame, where they said, hey, you might be able to play on this next level, son. Wasn't because he was Northern Iowa, that's for sure.
That's right. How about Bryce Popp, the 1995 NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 17 and a half sacks that year, 4-time Pro Bowler. Remember him from the Bills, Packers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they never won, so when Bryce Popp was there.
The Bills, yeah. They were
always
number two. Yeah. Second in the two-man race, as we heard earlier.
Right.
How about an NBA Coach of the Year and champion coming from Northern Iowa?
NBA Coach of the Year and champion.
Yeah. Remember, the NBA coaches get tossed around. You lose a game one in the opening round, you might get fired.
Is this the current or is this old?
No, he's currently the coach of the 76ers. But
you're not talking about Doc.
No, not Doc. Doc's not the coach.
Who's the coach of the 76ers?
Nick Nurse, who won the title with Toronto a couple years ago. Remember that stop that Kawhi Leonard had? He was the champion, and he went to Northern Iowa. He's actually the school's all-time leading 3-point percentage leader still.
Wow.
Shot almost 47% from beyond the arc, 170 of 363. So great deal there. How about somebody that's a little bit closer to home? The Creighton head coach in basketball right now, teammate with Nick Nurse when they played, Greg McDermott.
McD?
Yeah, he played his college ball at Northern Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's home.
How about another guy that was in talks? So now, ultimately, Nebraska went with Matt Rule. There's a few other names that were being circulated for a Nebraska head coaching position. Current Big 12 coach from Kansas State, Chris Kleiman, went to Northern Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Couple guys transferred there, too. Scott Frost was the coach here.
Yeah, Joe Gans had some time there. Troy Dannon, I think, started off his athletic director career there. So, lots of Nebraska connections. Speaking of a Nebraska connection, Ali Faroukmanesh, who was a grad assistant director of player relations and development under Tim Miles went there, and of course, famously went there because he hit a big shot to upset top seed Kansas in 2010. So don't forget Ali. He's been working with Nico Medved over there at Colorado State since 2018. Here's a name that you might not have recognized, but probably played against in the Big 12 days or Big 8 days even. Actually, I think it was Big 12 by the time he got there. Terry Allen coached at Kansas, of course, from 1996, early 2000s, I believe. He used his 75-26 record at Northern Iowa to get there. So Terry Allen used to be there. A couple other ones with connection. Lisa Bluter, the former Iowa women's basketball coach, played her college ball at Northern Iowa. And Darian DeVries, the West Virginia head coach in basketball, former Drake coach, played at Northern Iowa. So they're kind of known as a good basketball program. So we can't take that away from them. But they've got some things to work on in football. And in fact, their head coach, this was one to look out for, Mark Farley, is a former FCS Coach of the Year back in 2007. He's been there for a long time. He actually passed the Northern Iowa legend Stan Sheriff in all-time wins back in 2016. Their current coach, Mark Farley, has 181 wins at Northern Iowa. So he's probably been through this a time or two.
Mm-hmm. Northern Iowa, out there in what do they call it out there? Waterloo, out that way, huh?
Is it?
Yeah, Waterloo, which is as close to Illinois as you can get, as far as that goes.
Yeah, I think they're Cedar Falls.
Yeah. I'm looking at some games as well. You keep going. I'm just looking at games for us because I'm not gonna let y'all just, call it how you want to. You know what? We gotta take a shout out. Did you call that Duke game?
Yeah, it was close.
You did call that Duke
game. I
game.
did get that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that Duke game.
That was a close one.
What made you say Duke could win? What was it? Did you know something?
No, I didn't know anything. It's just that Duke's, Manny Diaz getting going there. They had a good opening weekend, and I think Mike Elko's left them. They lost their coach, they lost their quarterback, right? Duke. That's the price for being good at Duke, I suppose, in 2024.
Right.
But I think it was a little bit more than that. So I still think that they've got some things going there, from some Mike Elko ball over to Manny Diaz. You're still on the defensive side. Got some things going. Northwestern, by the way, has not been happy with the way that they've started their season with that loss. They're already making a quarterback change. After 2 games, Jack Lausch will start this weekend. So Dave Braun announced that Monday. So it could be worse. Nebraska, I suppose, might have been in that territory last year. We're already replacing, looking to replace your start at this point. That's where Northwestern already is.
Okay, so do we want to do? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more games. Do we want to go Texas A&M, Florida?
Yeah, that's a great one.
Okay.
Absolutely. Florida, by the way, not releasing a depth chart. Partially, I think they hide their quarterback, but that's how desperate Billy Napier is already getting. He's not going to release the depth chart the rest of the year.
Okay, so we need 1 more game. West Virginia, Pittsburgh?
Yeah, backyard brawl.
Oh, I think it's 1 more. Let me just make sure before we say that. What about, let's see. I just want to get some good games. I want to get some games that are tough to call, not games like Alabama, Wisconsin. That's not a tough game to call, is it?
Well, we all picked the wrong team 3 times last week. So
I guess you got a point there.
It's kind of. I think we all will pick Alabama. That doesn't mean that Alabama will win.
That's true. Do we really want to though?
I'd say we stay focused on some of the primary games.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What about
Plus, that game's on 93.7 The Ticket. Tune in 11 a.m.
Oh yeah. What about K-State, Arizona?
Absolutely. That's a great one on Friday night.
LSU, South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina is interesting.
Okay, so we need a couple more games. And then, oh my God, USC absolutely annihilated Utah State. I forgot about that. Okay. 93.7 The Ticket. Fastest 2 hours in radio. We'll be right back.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration. At Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Surge Party. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena September 27th through 29th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through September 17th is $2 off fresh packs of ground beef. Also, $10 off all sauces. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Attention Nebraska, it's time to show off the best our state has to offer. Help Beatrice Bakery's famous fruitcake snag the title of coolest thing in Nebraska. Made with love and loaded with local flavor. This fruitcake isn't just a treat, it's a tradition. Cast your vote today and let's put Beatrice Bakery on the map. Vote now and make the fruitcake of Beatrice Bakery the coolest thing in Nebraska. Visit theticketfm.com and click the link to vote. That's theticketfm.com. Go and vote now.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh man, I'm having too much fun up in the building. I got the big man, Carricker. Don't come in for the spillover. Open that door up. Spillover.
He's got it. He's got a code.
I was talking crazy too. Yeah, you sit over there on that side.
No, he's got to go sit on.
I'm just playing. I was kidding, sir. I was kidding. I was just, yeah. You know us offensive guys, we like to talk and run. That's how we roll. That's how we roll, baby. Blow smoke, get out. Get out of there. Well, I'm a good cutter. I like knees. Knees are good. I got questions for you.
I got a knee joke, but I'll let it lie.
Yeah, okay, good. I got questions for you, big fella.
What's up, dude? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Northern Iowa.
Yes,
I don't want you
sir.
to give too much, but give me your synopsis on them as an offense. Quickly. Because I like their running backs. I like their running backs. I think it should be a track meet, but I like their running backs. And I think that they have a decent offense.
So they're 2-0. They're actually ranked 21st in the FCS level.
That part.
Okay. Actually, Northern Illinois is now ranked, thanks to Notre Dame. They're 25th in the country. I mean, here's the deal. Northern Iowa's offense, they can do some things in the run game. They can make some plays. As you said, they got some decent running backs with some ability. They're a team they're used to coming into big places and playing big-time programs. They've taken Iowa to the wire multiple times over the past 15 years. They took Michigan down to the wire within the past 8 or 9 years. This is not a team that's going to come in here wide-eyed. They're not a team that it shouldn't be a close game, but they're not going to see it that way. We have to make it that way.
Do you believe that this number 24 ranking that we have is premature?
No, I don't. I think it's fair. I think it's fine. I think we have to continue to earn it and prove it each and every day. I think that had we just beaten Colorado and eked it out, I don't think we're ranked. But it was 28-0. We dominated them. Not the best second half. Get outscored 10-0. But, it's not like Colorado isn't trying. I guess that's what they're doing over there. So 28-10, 2-0. There was some excitement, not just here in Lincoln or Omaha or in the state of Nebraska, but nationally about the Huskers coming into the season. So I think it's okay. But I want to get to 4-0, and then I really want to start talking.
Well, that's my part is I thought that getting that 24 now when you beat a UTEP football team who's ranked 130th and something.
It's being kind.
You beat a 110th ranked Colorado team because you can only go on based on what they did last year. And they were the 100 and something ranked team. How do you go and get raised up because you beat a 2 subpar teams? I get it. I just don't think we should be ranked yet. Now, you win in the Big Ten 2 games. Now I think we've arrived. I don't want us to get the big head and go into one of these games thinking that it's sweet because we're ranked.
Well, it's because of Matt Rule has done this before. So people expect him to do it here. And it looks like he's doing it all over again. That's number one. Number two, I don't care what people say. The brand of Nebraska still matters. I had somebody send me a message this morning. He's put out 3 videos. I didn't even know he did videos that have gotten over 500,000 views just based on Nebraska football nationally. And the last one he put out in the past 24 hours has gotten over 1 million.
Like, people want to mock Nebraska, living in the 80s, living in the 90s. Well, some of your programs haven't even been good since then or were good then, so be quiet. My point is simply this. Nebraska's brand still matters. If we just win games, it's going to catch fire and traction. If you think it's too soon, I'm not going to argue. If Jake were to be like, yeah, we should be 24th, I'm not going to argue. I'm looking at 4-0. We get to that point, we should be ranked, and then things really get interesting.
Well, 100%. I mean, you find a way to go undefeated going into that Ohio State team. That now becomes probably the biggest game of the season.
Not probably. Are you kidding me?
Okay, it is.
Probably.
So then, and it sets up USC, who looks like they look the part.
Mm-hmm. They look like a top 10 team right now.
When you rank the Big Ten, big fella, give me your top 5.
Ohio State, they haven't been as impressive as Georgia was over Clemson or as what Texas did to Michigan, who's not as good as even most people realize they're not that good now, comparatively speaking, because they're probably still an 8-win team. But what they did to Michigan, and I know Colorado State's awful, but they might push Colorado, who also sucks, but it was 52-0, and it wasn't even close by halftime when Texas played them. So Texas and Georgia seem to have really earned it, okay, and they look really good. Ohio State, they're number 3 for me, even though I think they have the personnel and the roster to win the national title, and they were my preseason prediction. It's all about Will Howard. We know you can run the ball. We know you got the best running back duo in the country. How about throwing the ball downfield? He's looked okay. You got to look better and okay to win big games against Georgia, Texas, the like. So those are some of my tops. Some of the others, Ole Miss ain't played anybody, but they look really good against nobody so far.
Right.
So they're up there. I would go with USC. And this is not like rankings in any particular order, but teams that I put in the top 10.
Yeah.
Also, I would put USC up there. I think Penn State, even though they struggle with Bowling Green, they'd be like 10th or 11th.
Penn State's going to lose a game they're supposed to win. They look like that team again. Like last year, we thought that
they didn't lose a game they were supposed to win. They lost to Michigan and Ohio State. That's what they always do.
Listen, I guess you got a point there, but at one of those games, they got to win. In order to be in the conversation, they got to win.
They might beat Michigan this year.
They will beat Michigan.
And they will.
Michigan's not very
in
good.
Michigan, yeah. Oregon, although I have them just outside the top 10. They're a top 4 talent. They're at like 11th or 12th right now for me. Boise State, I actually got right behind Oregon. I think Boise State proved a lot in that loss.
That's saying something.
That is saying something,
Yeah.
because we have a G5 team that just showed against the top 10, top 5, whatever Oregon really is team, that they can take them down to the wire on the road. So I'm looking at that 5 versus 12 first-round college football playoff matchup, and I'm saying Boise's shown they can do it. That might be an interesting game, whoever they play.
Is it me, or do you have the same feeling that Nebraska could find their way into this playoff?
Okay.
They could backdoor their way into the playoff.
I love it. But there's a reason. Herb Street, twice on Saturday, predicted us to go 7-0 before we even beat Colorado.
Okay? I did too, but let's not say that.
Everybody's talking 7-0. We should beat Northern Iowa. Okay, we shouldn't have. Just don't have the Northern Illinois Notre Dame letdown. Northern Illinois outrushed, outgained Notre Dame in their house on their field. Obviously, outscored them and won the turnover battle. Like, they were the better team on Saturday.
They
somehow.
went in and basically said, "Give me the deed. I want it now."
It wasn't
and
a fluke.
the title.
It wasn't a fluke
at all.
They beat them.
Yes.
All right. Like, I kind of feel like, with all due respect to Illinois, Kansas actually outrushed, outgained Illinois, but they had 4 turnovers. So Illinois won a close game versus a ranked team, all right, a rivalry game. All due credit. They're not going to be a pushover when they come here on a short week on a Friday night, 400 consecutive sellout for Nebraska, every game since 1962. But I kind of felt like Kansas was the better team. Northern Illinois was the better team in Notre Dame Stadium on Saturday.
Yeah.
Are they the better team? I don't know, but they were the better team when it mattered. So I guess, what were we originally talking about? I went on a sidebar.
Yeah, I'm not the only one to go on tirade.
7-0. My point is, I keep it more short window.
Sure.
At first, I was like, let's get to 2-0. Okay, we should beat UTEP. Let's get to 2-0. Now I'm like, let's get to 4-0. Okay, once we get there, I'm going to take it one game at a time, because then we go to Purdue, who's going to play Notre Dame this weekend. Who knows what happens? Then Rutgers is going to come in here, and that's not a gimme. Okay, they have the second most amount of returning production in the entire Big Ten, right behind us. And there's one person on planet Earth who can win in Piscataway, and he's there, and that's Greg Schiano. We should win that game, but the ball bounces funny ways, as you know.
Yeah.
And then we get a bye week, and we go to an improved Indiana team. I'm taking it to 4-0. Then I'm taking it week by week the rest of the year, my friend.
Yeah, I think that Indiana game is going to be pivotal. That, to me,
I think so too.
Because Indiana, to me, they're
better,
top 6 or 7 in the Big Ten.
They're improved.
Way better than last year.
People just see that ugly cactus symbol on the side of their helmet and they assume they suck. I'm not saying they're going to be a top team, but they're not as bad as they were the past couple years.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Michigan, Big Ten. I think Michigan's going to be at the bottom.
The bottom?
Listen.
Whoa.
Michigan.
Dude. The bottom? Do you have Indiana ahead of Michigan?
Yes.
Ooh. All right.
Yes. Michigan's not very good.
I'm saying Michigan dropped a lot. Indiana jumped a lot. Maybe there's. Do they play this year? Jake, can you see if they play this year?
I think there's going to be a deal where Michigan is getting ready to go into the dark ages.
Oh, the dark ages?
They're going to have to.
Dude,
I'm telling you.
You're kind of going off the deep end.
No,
here, man.
I'm not. Wait a minute. Michigan just got beat by Texas by what?
Well, 31-12, I believe.
Dominated by Texas.
And it really wasn't that close.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
So I think
can't
Texas
go from.
is
really good though. I really do.
They are, but Michigan would just win a championship, and I know they won.
Sorry, I just threw up on my shirt when I said that.
know
just talking about Texas in a positive manner makes me nauseous.
I know they lost everything, but I just think losing Harbaugh.
Yep.
I think with this, whatever gate this was, spy gate, this gate, whatever gate
whatever
that
this
was,
version is,
whatever this version was of that, I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that the coach who got suspended for the first game, who only got the coach because
Sharon Moore.
It was a de facto hire.
Yep.
You were already in the system.
Yeah.
We didn't want to break anything just yet because if they broke what Harbaugh started, it's going to be in worse shape. And I don't think they recover. I don't think they recruit the way they did with Harbaugh.
Probably not.
And if you do not recruit the way they did with Harbaugh, it's going to take a coach to get in there to get the players they need. Ohio State, Nebraska, USC, UCLA. I'm talking all the teams that can go pull players.
Mm-hmm.
They'll all get the players before Michigan will.
So even with the national championship, a lot of that was their strength and conditioning program. Another guy that Harbaugh took with him to San Diego, along with his D coordinator. And he called the strength and conditioning coach, the only $1 million strength and conditioning coach in America, by the way. He called him the secret sauce to the program. Wow. They still did not recruit at a top 10 average over the past 4 years leading into the national championship. They recruited at a top 15 average nationally, but developed into the top 10 last year. Those guys are gone.
No development.
I don't know they're going into the dark ages. I don't know if it's Rich Rod. I don't know if they're going into the Rich Rod dark ages, man.
No, they're going
Brady
into
Hoke.
No, they're going into the Nebraska dark ages.
Oh, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, man.
That's where they're going.
I wouldn't.
Listen, who does Michigan play?
I can say that because we're coming out of them.
They do play Indiana, by the way, November 9th.
Ooh, game of the year right there.
Who's Michigan play this week? Who's Michigan play?
They have Arkansas State this week.
Oh, okay.
They're going to get a win. I predict they beat Arkansas State. Dude, thank you for having me, man.
Come on, man. We do something, man. It's something, offensive, defensive guy.
I agree.
But I think our minds are the same. We've been, doing this thing.
We got
now
great
for
banter.
7 years now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should talk to DP about maybe putting something together with me and you. But appreciate you.
Absolutely.
You want to give us a score prediction?
Northern Iowa, Nebraska. I just want to go with the shutout just because I want to. And John Bullock just came on my show, The Chronicles, and I said, do you guys believe you can be a top 5 defense? Without hesitation, without cockiness, just straight confidence, without hesitation. And I quote, we can be the best defense in America.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, I want to go with the shutout. So I'm going to go 42 because we're going to call the dogs off, just like we did versus Utah.
Absolutely.
42, which is the only reason it won't be 56 or 63, 42-0.
42-0. You heard it from the big fella, Adam Carricker, live. Hey, it's the Captain Fastest 2 hours in radio. Not 1 hour, 2 hours. The fastest 1 hour is coming up.
I think 1 hour is faster.
No, it's not. When we do 2 hours as fast as 1 hour, it's not. 93.7, I'm with
Mark.
And
Adam Carricker.
Okay, Terrell Farley's off for today because he's
Shout out to
he's
Steve.
got his yellow shirt,
Nebraska
jacket.
Football Hall of Famer this
Hall of
Saturday.
Famer, man.
Congrats,
so
man.
we're giving him the week off, and then he'll be back and be ready to go Monday. No, I'm just kidding. He'll be back again. 93.7 Omaha. Stand up. Lincoln, stand up. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Garage doors can be